The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they're here. And there's some stuff to talk about. Not much is happening just yet, but there are some big things in motion here. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button and share with your friends, because here we cover everything in geek culture, especially TV series, and this is one of them, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. A very different series from WandaVision. We kind of see that WandaVision took the slow build-up sort of way, keeping the action and the explosions and all this aside, to really develop its own identity. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier is developing their own identity, and they're doing that right away. Lots of explosions, lots of CGI, lots of action. You get to see here the two characters. We get to see Sam and Bucky. They're not together still. They have separate storylines here, where Bucky's trying to still get used to being back. You know, he was gone for a long time. He's kind of having a hard time getting used to the world. You know, much different than the world that it was when he vanished. So it's a culture shock for him. And then we see Sam coming back, being sort of getting a war hero treatment here. Seeing his family, his sister struggling, his family's business that's been in the family for a long time, going down under, and he kind of trying to use his influence as a hero here to help it out, and that doesn't really pan out. So we see them each struggle with their own problems so far, and they're going to eventually, cross paths, especially because of the end of the episode, when we see that Sam gave up the shield because it felt right. It felt like it belonged to someone else, because it was probably really close to Steve Rogers. It didn't feel right to him picking up that shield and carrying on to becoming the next Captain America. And the government agrees, right? The government agrees with them, says, yeah, let's put the shield down, let's not use it. Thank you for returning the shield, blah, 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 yada, yada. Only to, at the very end of the episode, kind of stab Sam in the back and announce a brand new Captain America. Now, we know this, if you're a comic reader, you know that there's a new Captain America. There's another Captain America that takes over after Steve Rogers, which is a very different Captain America from Rogers. This guy is much more aggressive, much more ready to fight, fight first, talk second. And that's going to put some strain there. I'm wondering, I'm excited to see how Sam ends up back with the shield, and what happens with that particular Captain America, if they are gonna follow that storyline. But it's gonna be interesting. We got to see George St. Pierre reprise his role as Batroc. We see him in the action sequence that happened between the helicopters and the flying with the suits and all that. We get to see GSP throw some punches, some kicks, and take a crack at acting, even though you can kind of tell that he's not an actor, he's a fighter. But he did fine, and we'll see more of his character for sure. I mean, even GSP has said before that he's got a lot more screen time than previously. So expect to see a lot more of GSP's character in the future. We get to see the Flag Smashers make their debut in the MCU. We get to see the leader of the Flag Smashers beat up, I guess what you can call Sam's current partner in the Air Force. And he gets his ass kicked because the dude is super strong. He's got super strength, kind of like Steve Rogers does. And you get some sense of Hydra being involved in all this. So everything's kind of new. It's still developing. I thought it was a good episode within its own right. Nothing crazy good, but I think 7 out of 10. It's fair. It's above average. I mean, 5 is average. So about a 6, 7. I think it's fair for the very first episode. I did think WandaVision was a little more interesting for the premise of the show, where they were trying to set up, you know, and doing the whole sitcom thing. We didn't know what was happening. This is turning out to be very different. This is very current. Like I previously said, I thought this was going to kind of take the Captain America sort of tone, and then it's similar. So I believe it's going to continue on this way, and we'll see what happens from here. Like I said, it was just one episode. You can't really say much. You can say, yeah, it wasn't really my thing. I hope it gets better, just like a lot of people were seeing with WandaVision. So if I'm not mistaken, this is only 6 episodes. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought I saw, was only 6. If that's true, it's about to build really quickly. There's no time to kill here. I think the episodes are like anywhere between 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So I think it's going to be full throttle from here on. Down below, there'll be 2 videos, my latest video and my Marvel playlist. There's plenty of content here. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.